What's up guys, RipDisc here, little Scar H gameplay on Damavand Peak. In this gameplay I'm going to show you guys how to efficiently take all the MCOMs when you're playing offense on Damavand Peak, and how to be a support player even if you're not using the support package. What I mean by support players is that you're getting kills for your team, and you're also arming the objectives, and you're helping your team out overall with everything that you can do. And in this particular gameplay I'm using the engineer kit. And I basically like to hang around the MCOMs and pick off people left and right, and make sure they can't defuse, or be in a position where they can defuse the MCOM. So on MCOM, you basically want to set up around the back of the building and inside the front of the building and get a spawn trap going around A. In this gameplay particularly, my teammate plants B first, and I'm just like sitting here spawn killing an A, making sure they can't run over to B, or they can't get in a position where they can get to A. So I'm basically just looking out the windows, using every part of the map for my advantage, just looking out, making sure no one's coming around the MCOMs and all that good stuff. I see someone was trying to flank me there, I killed him. And when you're in this position, or any position in Battlefield when you're in a building, you always want to make sure you're looking around constantly and make sure no one comes up behind you, because when someone flanks you and gets in a position where to kill you, that leaves the MCOM wide open to be defused, and or like them to get into a good position where they can hold down the MCOM. Right here, this kid gets into the tower, and I quickly spot him out and get the kill. I think I get the wallbang kill right here, don't I? Or I thought I did, but I laid some fire on him until my teammate eventually killed him, or when he jumped out. But I did get a shit ton of hit markers on him though with my Scar and my M9. A couple of things about the Scar. I have all the attachments for it, but I use the red dot, because the American one, not the Cobra one, because it's just the most effective for me, and I use the foregrip and the laser sight on it. You have to remember with the Scar H, it has such a low clip size because of the high fire rate and the high accuracy and the high damage. So if they made it like a high clip size, it'd be overpowered as shit. But thankfully they didn't do that, and they left it at 21. You can also use a semi-automatic mode on it, and it's a really good option to do. You can really pick people off in far range, kind of like an assault rifle when you're using semi-automatic, but with a submachine gun, of course. This gun is probably the most assault rifle-like of all the submachine guns, which is a good thing and a bad thing at times, because it's not as good as close range as some of the other submachine guns, but it is good at medium range and close to long range, and it's not very good at very long range. Like I said before, the fire rate is pretty good on it, but you mainly just want to pick shot, like pat 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 pat. You don't really want to go full auto and spray it crazy mode, because it will not work most of the time. In this gameplay particularly, on Damavand Peak, it's always a good thing to have the Javelin instead of the Stinger, and have like a one team at least so flaming it up, so you can kill the little bird almost instantly. And earlier on in the game, Possible Spy got a quad because Shade was lighting it up with a SO flame. He got a quad on the little bird, and when I shot mine off, we would always try to beat each other to it. And when I finally beat him, I only got a single compared to his quad. But like I said earlier, I'm basically just spawn trapping over here at A until we get the charge finally, and then I start really going hardcore protecting the MCOM over spawn killing, which you always want to have a good transition to once you're done spawn killing and the bomb is getting planted. When you're playing this position like I am right now, you don't really want to interfere with planting the MCOM too much. You just want to be a protector of the MCOM. As you see right here, I have no teammates over here by me whatsoever, so I really don't want to run out in the open and get shot, and then the MCOM's completely defenseless. You mainly just want to play it like this if you want to protect the MCOM and let your teammates do most of the hardcore brute work, and you will get a good KD when you're playing like this, as you will see at the end of the game. And it's really effective to have a good momentum. If you get a lot of kills in a short amount of time, it gives you a good momentum, and you feel like Superman. So you're basically going out there and getting kills left and right, and it's a very, very good strategy to use. There I picked someone off using just like tapping it, which is always a good thing in the Scar, like I said before. And yeah, we basically got A here, and we get the charge put at B, and I basically stay over here to A and just watch the crossfire if someone would go to B from A. You always want a teammate to stay around at the old MCOM, just to make sure, just to hold down that spot and make sure they don't flank you from coming up behind that way. because when I'm on defense, when the MCOM is taken, I like to go through like the old MCOM if an MCOM got planted and took. I like to go through there and flank up behind the old MCOM, and it's very successful. It's a very successful way to flank them and get tons of kills, and also keep the MCOM safe while defusing it and putting some fire down on them. We don't really use the Venom to our fullest advantage in this game, but that's always a good thing to take into effect, is using the Venom. You can get tons of kills with that, and I think most of the time the Venom will beat out the Little Bird if you have a good pilot and at least one good gunner, because the Venom's gun is a lot more powerful than the Little Bird's gun, and you can shoot it down and disable it quickly. But you have to have a good pilot and a good gunner, because you know the pilot doesn't shoot on the little Venom. It's two gunners like a Huey, so you always want to remember that. And a good anti-air weapon is the Humvee, the turn on it, which I don't really get a chance to use in this game, but because the Venom, the Little Bird flew off. But keep in mind that the Humvee is always pretty good. The turrets is always pretty good at getting kills, and you always want to take that into effect, because you like I always say, you always want to use every advantage that the map gives you. If it's like even if it's like a tow missile and there's like Abrams coming up, you always want to use that. You don't want to like disregard it just because it's on the map and you don't always control it. Like right here, I'm just using the rocks to my advantage and making sure that the rocks cover me. And I get back in the Humvee into the turret, but some blueberry hops in it, and I don't get a shot at the Little Bird. But I probably would have got some shots into the Little Bird and forced it to go down. And right here, I think someone still flams up the Little Bird to take it out. It's the best way to take out the Little Bird is with SoFlam Javelin combo. Did I save my teammate here? Don't remember. Oh yeah, I did save my teammate. This guy jumped out of the heli and was coming up right behind my teammate, and I saved him at the last second, which is always a good shot. And when you're protecting A, kind of like you did before at the last MCOM, is you want to stay around it. You don't want to run right up into it. This is a good place to protect it from, this perch up here. Especially if you're using some kind of like assault rifle or type of gun, kind of like the Scar H, even though it's not assault rifle. Like I said before, it's the closest thing to it in the submachine gun category. It's always good to get like up on a perch and lay down suppressive fire with a gun like that. And when you're using this perch, it's a double whammy against the enemy team, and you can get sweet kills for days, bro. This sniper comes up behind me and tries to kill me, but I'm just so good that I turned on him and owned him instantly. I'm just kidding, but he didn't really have the best accuracy, as you can see. About rush, I always hate like waiting on like the teammates to all get up there, and then like the other MCOMs are like in the 10-second warning zone. I hate that so much. It slows down the gameplay so much, but because it's hard to commentate over that, and it's just boring when you're in the game. But we managed to sit here and knife each other and do all that good stuff, and clear out a couple of guys that are up to no good, chill, not relaxing, all that stuff. Our own Little Bird disables our Venom, which is not always going to happen, but some idiots do that, and that Little Bird just got owned right there. But our own teammates, the one that disabled our Venom, and the enemy Little Bird, which is pretty funny. I'm glad that Little Bird in our team got killed, because he was pretty worthless, and he disabled. Oh shit! Chat now! Chat out now! Chat now! When we were taking off, I was like, I said to Possible Spy, I'm 100% sure that this kid is gonna fly us right into the ground. And then right when I said that, he started to tip right into the ground. I think I get confused here, and I can't get up the ladder. And I spent like 2 minutes trying to get up the ladder, and it that's the reason I first died, because the ladder really derps on me, and can't do much to it. But I came out through this way over here. I really like protecting A on rush, as you can see, while attacking A on rush, as you can see, because I don't know, I'm really left dominant when it comes to attacking on Battlefield. I don't know why, but here comes the ladder derpness coming up here. Yeah, see, look, I'm stuck. I hate ladders in Battlefield 3 so much. Like, they're so confusing. It's just ladders, ladders are a pretty simple concept, but not in Battlefield, because every time I would get up behind it, it would prompt me to get up through the front way, and then I would get out because I thought I would be stuck, and then it just derps me over and over again until I finally give up. But I stay around here after derping with the ladder a couple times, and I get my first death from behind by the Hawaiian 50 with his AK-74U. But I wish I could have gone flawless, but you know, sometimes you gotta die. And we basically easily take these MCOMs with no real try, because I think these two MCOMs are and I spawn and instantly get killed right there. But I think these two MCOMs sometimes could be the hardest and sometimes can be the easiest. Depends on what kind of enemy team you get. If it's like an enemy team where they like spawn killing, it's pretty hard. But if it's an enemy team that likes focusing on the MCOM, it's pretty easy, because once you jump down from the mountain, once you base jump, it's basically a free run to get to the MCOMs unless they're spawn trapping. So if they're holed up on the MCOMs, like on the buildings, you can easily get the plants off and kill them. But if they're like looking around for parachutes and shooting you in the sky, then it can be quite difficult and you may get stopped. But we seem to take the objectives pretty easy right here, from no help to me, because I was just derping on the ladder and only got like 2 kills. But we come up here and on the last 2 MCOMs, and like I said before, we have to wait because, you know, that's Russia's rules and they're pretty stupid. But I think I get in the tank here for a little bit, and I basically then suppress the fire in the turret while protecting the tank. You always want to use the tank on every map. You don't want to disregard the tank. Like I said before, you don't want to disregard anything that the map gives you. And right here I'm like yelling at Shade, like, I'm going to repair you, back up, back up, back up. And we eventually repair it and get into it. And I get in the 3rd seat, and when you unlock the 3rd seat, sometimes you just want to use it for transportation, you know, because the tank is a lot more powerful than you getting shot twice by AK-74U. Here I protect the tank from a C4, and that's always good. And you can also use the 3rd seat like that to like 360 swivel around to make sure that the tank doesn't get hit by an C4 or RPG. And you can always use it as a spotting tool as well. And right here I jump into the turret, and I'm starting to lay down suppressive fire on all the MCOMs, and making sure that none of the baddies are trying to defuse, and I'm making sure nobody is trying to harm the tank. And Shade is basically using the tank here, going left and right, checking the MCOMs, making sure no one comes up. They're a spawn kill, Dan the man's friend. But you also want to, when in the 3rd seat, you also want to use the mines. So yeah, you basically want to go around. I had to take a break there. I had to pause it because I had to go open the door. So yeah, you basically just want to get in the tank like that and use everything to your advantage with your turret and your 3rd seat to lock down all the MCOMs, and it's all good stuff from there once you get in the tank, because they can't really do too much, especially when you have some good blueberries that will run on the engineer kits and make sure you're repaired and keep down all the other engineer guys. And that's basically it. That's my little tutorial, so peace guys.